Hello and good morning, my crafty creatures. No, you are not seeing a new project. I just haven't aimed my camera properly. Let's see, I'm looking for my scissors. 1 second. Oh. Okie doke. So, we are starting a new page on Call Dance today. I have been holding off doing any sort of work on him. We can say that I wanted to start fresh with you guys, but the honest truth is, I've just been so in 50 billion different directions that I haven't looked at him. It is a super extra long happy stream today. Let's see if I can find my needle. I'll get everything all aimed in this hot second here. So I have a needle pulling thread. My day yesterday was wild and crazy. So I had to walk into work. Mind you, I only live 1.5 miles from work. It's not a huge deal. I just wasn't ready for it. Because the power company yesterday, in addition to knocking out the power, they blocked my car in. Hello, Hachema. So I did not. I'm a bad person. I did not get all of the presents done. I still have the DNA helix. It's almost done. Cross stitch doesn't move as fast as I want it to. But on the other side of that, I have 3 of the 4 gifts that are being shipped out. Hutchie, you being in Australia, it's going to take a hot second to get to you anyway. But I'm hoping by this weekend I should get the project done tonight and get it all set up, and Saturday it can probably go out. But until then, this is where we're at. I forgot to tighten my arms. So I'm gonna punch my microphone because of it. No, I'm not stressed out about it. I actually get really excited to send presents out to people. So, oh my goodness, that was super loose. Damn, how did I get away with that? Yeesh. Okay, who left me in charge of keeping my shit together? Cause you failed. We all failed. Okay, there we go. So there's that. There's my needle. So we're starting off with color 791. 791 is the color we're starting off with, because it is the top border here. So I can go in my little blocks of 10, and I can see where the page ends relatively quickly. 791 then gets downgraded to because it's not done. There's like grapes off in the ether that I can't currently reach. I'll reach what I can, but 791's the starting color because it gives me the page. Yes, new page. So the goal for Call Dance this month is 4%. We're at 3.53. Looking for 4%. If we get over 4%, awesome. If not, so be it. Oh my goodness, I can do this. I can do it. So in this area, I am doing a cross in blocks of 10. So I've been training a new person, well, new to my workplace, which is hilarious. A new person that I had previously trained before. He used to work where I was a training coordinator, and I trained him. He came in during the first few months of COVID, and I had the opportunity to train him. And you know, I don't generally seek out drama, but I was like, dude, you got to share with me. I have been dying to know, but I can't I can't just go around asking because that makes me look like I'm seeking drama, which, not gonna lie, I kind of am. Well, not seeking drama, but seeking gossip. Um, and I'm like, I gotta know what happened after I left. So he's like, well, to be honest, they stopped using your system because they couldn't figure it out. Um, and they were okay for about 6 months because I had automated everything to do what it needed to do for 6 months. I figured 6 months' time was enough for them to figure out their own way of doing things and handling it. Um, and I had automated everything so they didn't really have to worry for 6 months. And apparently, after that 6 months passed, shit hit the fan and they didn't know what they were doing. So that made my deepest, darkest, most the parts of me that keep yeah, they didn't get their shit together. It's the parts of my personality that I keep like locked down in a box that we don't talk about very often, and that's why like I kind of feel bad talking about this, but at the same time I really need to get this out of my system. And so I found that out, and then I had seen like the person who I had tried to train. They didn't really let me train her. The person I had tried to train left, so they had posted the job, and apparently no one filled it. So they're like, oh, the training department was like, oh, we can totally handle this job. And so yesterday morning, I get an email going, hey, OHI is hiring a training coordinator, and you have and you have matching qualifications. And I'm like, yes, I do. Yes, I do. But you couldn't pay me enough to go back. But it made my deepest, darkest, most inner beast. It made it smile, because I know I'm replaceable. I'm there. There's always someone better than me, but I am good at what I do. And to know that it has been really hard to replace me is such a vindication. I'm never going to be the one, well, you can't replace me. No, because you can absolutely replace me. If you're nice enough, I might even help you replace me. But just having heard that, like, it just, yeah. My dark, evil pits were very happy. And he the guy that I'm training, he's very quick. Like he yesterday was his second day, and he managed to get an entire floor all done with minimal error. Like I hadn't been on that floor in ages, so I actually messed up. But luckily it wasn't a huge deal. It was just someone who generally gets their meds a little earlier got them a little later, and I had just got done fixing a sweater for her, so she was more than happy to be like, oh, it's okay, Rob, it's okay. I'm like, I'm so sorry, I just haven't been down here in forever. And she's like, it's okay. I'm looking to see when they're all done. Okay. You have a pretty kitty. He is a very pretty kitty. So I am very flattered that I can gain the attention of an international kitty. Jet, the international cat. So I'd show off the helix and where it's at if it weren't downstairs. I've gotten down to, I got yellow and green done last night, so uh I have Biv left. I have blue, indigo, and violet in the helix left to do, and then I have the heart and the touch of back stitching. I'll probably work on it after stream today. So, and I probably would have had it done yesterday had I not had to walk to work, which was really frustrating. But that's what happens. It happens sometimes. I gotta be okay. I gotta be okay. Mm-hmm. Let's see if I can get my camera a little closer. There we go. We're working on my least favorite part of the area. I'm also, mind you, I walk a lot at work. I don't have a sedentary job, so it's not like I'm completely out of shape. But there are a couple of big hills that I had to go up and down, um, to get to work, and I still made it. It was a mile and a half at a 90-degree temperature with high humidity rate. And yes, I had water with me. I had water. I had sugar. Um, so it was actually really a rather nice walk. Uh, so, whew. But I was also glad it was my off stream day. I got to I dry placed one of my dragon ornaments that I'm working on. Um, I'm very pleased with it. Like I have it all dry placed, and after stream today, I might glue it on. I might wait till tomorrow to glue it on. But I'm working on stuff. I'm getting it done. Tomorrow's the 4th of July for American viewers. Woo! I have to work, so uh mhm. I think this is the last one. Like this color, the strip is just so narrow across the top. Yeah, this is the so it's just blocks of 10 that I'm working on across. Let's see if I can get one of the things I'm hoping with my new video space as I work on it is uh being able to get the camera down a little closer. Right now it's a very cramped area. Um and the logistics are a little rough. So it's always fun, always exciting. Where did I put my scissors? I had them just before I started. Or as I started. One of those things. I actually I got coffee today. Like I had the spoons to make the coffee. That's Oh my holy Hannah. Okay, so having bad low light vision is really, really hard when you have dark colors on a dark background. Because the table that I'm utilizing right now has a black mouse pad, and this is a very dark blue, and there's no hope for me. Especially since I'm staring at a white area with a bright light. My eyes are like, no. Yes, yes. It's America's birthday essentially. July 4th, 1776, was the signing of the Declaration of Independence from the empire from the British Empire, um, and and uh, that's the short version. There's lots more. There's I'm sure there's lots more drama in involved, but I was not part of that. Oh, to be fair, here in America, it's mostly just people blowing their hands off or aiming fire or aiming it at their friends and hurting their friends. So yeah, it's. Oh, I always have to fix my arm. Let's see if I can inch down. There we go. At least in this area, I can do the things. I can. I don't have a piece of string attached. That's why I can't find it where I'm looking. Mm-hmm. I'd love to say that, like, yeah, the stretch that I'm doing is easy because it's the diagonal, but no, it's not as easy because sometimes it's skip two. Yes, alcohol. Yes, yes, that is precisely what the 4th of July is. I will be at work though, so there will be no alcohol or fire. Well, maybe fireworks. Maybe I'll go out on the back patio and watch the fireworks. But I also don't like fireworks because they're loud. I like the pretty colors, but I need the ear coverings. So today at work, I get to train another new person, not the new person I trained last night, because he gets to go train on the second floor. But I get to I get to train another new person, and this one I don't know. I don't know her, so it'll be a new person, a new person. But from my short interactions with her yesterday, she's got a lot of energy, and I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna do with it. She's got new person energy. Oh, I was like, oh, I messed up somewhere. yesterday. I totally intended on doing some work on Divine Instinct. Didn't happen. Did not happen. So hopefully, in some of my downtime this weekend, I'll be able to work on that a little bit, just to cut back on how much black we work on Monday. Oh, in addition to the alcohol and the fireworks, Hachi, we also do barbecue, which is probably the only thing that I'm really upset about not being able to participate in. Okay. Mhm. I could maybe manage blocks of 20 after doing these two blocks of 10. I'm like, maybe I can step up the game a little bit here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna convert over to blocks of 20 just to make it move a little faster. Because I could probably get a couple of colors out on the page today if I tried real hard. Yeah, I think once I'm done this this block, I'm gonna go over to doing stretches of 20. Yep, that pretty much. Yeah, that sounds right. Though, let's be fair. Here in America, we don't need any reason to be racist because we've apparently been very emboldened to just be hate mongering assholes. Yes, I have all kinds of I have all kinds of opinions. Okay, there we go. I had to go on the search for the I had to go on the search for the piece of string. I know that on. So I work tomorrow. Saturday, I'm hanging out with a friend. We're gonna do yard sales. Well, she's gonna have a yard sale. I'm gonna maybe bring some of the stuff that I have that I wish to get rid of. See if I can make a couple bucks. I am jealous. Well, I'm jealous because kitties can sometimes be more cuddly. I do in fact have a butt shepherd. I can see her tail. We're she was very cuddly earlier today, and I have no idea why. Kind of suspicious. I think she pooped somewhere, and I just haven't found it yet. But there we go. My brain is trying to math out the pattern. Yeah, she was being super cuddly earlier, and I'm very suspicious because Pixie's a very loving dog. She does her job. She takes her human protecting very seriously, but she's also a bitch. She is really truly she lives up to that. Okay. Yeah. We're at a skip one, and then since we're doing two blocks, this is gonna be interesting. See, for me, even just like laying down on the doing the laps, like that's kitty cuddling. Like it's kind of I am a cat when it comes to being cuddly. Like I do it on my terms, and then when I do, it's all about me. There's two. See, this is where that pattern stuff is weird because there's only one there, but I still skip one and do another two. So here's hoping that let me check that out. Make sure that I've had a round of twos at the okay. It's all been two so far. But yeah, just that one random row of one. Mhm. And then three more sets of two. Mhm. One. So each page is only 80, roughly 80 stitches across. Um, so I'm about at the halfway point with this box here. We'll see where the page ends. Unlike yesterday, or unlike with Divine, where we're still a whole chunk from seeing where the page ends. Let's move that out. Okay, so we got and across for the page. Like I think with this one I stopped at the red line. One of them I stopped at the red line, and the other one I didn't. So at least in the first row, I'm trying to keep it even because that's how Buffalo Woman got messed up. Is I went below and I messed myself all up. But I'm going out to the pages. I'm going out to the next line of 10. So like I'm not doing like a line of 5 to end a page. I'm doing the whole block of 10. Okay, so I got what's 20, 40. I got 60 more across that way for this block. We got this. Okay, so two, and then a one, and then one, two, three, four. So two, and then a one, and then one, two, three, four. Okay, I have set us up the top row. So I have been trying, and husband creature doesn't understand. why, but I have been trying to find a place to donate our clothes that doesn't resell them. I want and I I could probably very easily go out and just kind of give them away, but at the same time, I want it to go to people who need to build relationships with certain communities. So, like, I want to be able to give because we have a lot of clothes, and they're all in relatively good shape. If we don't wear them, and I've actually gotten smaller, so some of my clothes don't fit anymore, and I want to find a place to give them directly to the person without them having to pay for it, um, without them having to be like, oh, sorry. Like, I want to do direct to consumer kind of thing. Um, and uh, I reached out to our local homeless shelter. I looked on their webpage, and they only want money or stock or cryptocurrency. And I'm like, that's not what I'm offering here. So I emailed them. I'm like, hey, do you guys take actual donations? No, they do not. They only take cash. And it was very frustrating and disheartening because I know I have the thrift stores. I have a thrift store that donates 10% of their profits to um, local nonprofits, which push comes to shove, that's what I'm going to do. But at the same time, it's like, eh. So I've been dealing with that, and I was so disheartened by them not accepting like clothes, like the clothes are that, like, I've been washing and drying them, and push comes to shove, I can even press them. But I've been trying to do good and whatnot, and it's like people aren't taking physical donations. They just want money, and it's like, my goodness. But I'm still looking. I would love to find a church that is accepting stuff like that. And husband creature's like, well, you can't guarantee that after you donate them, they're not just going to turn around and give them to Goodwill. And I was like, well, that's why I want to talk. If I'm going to donate to a local church, I would like to talk to a parishioner to know who I go talk to, and who I can know that they're not just going to turn around and give it to Goodwill. They're gonna try to donate to their parishioners and whatnot. Because these are nice button-down shirts that I'm trying to donate, like they're interview clothing, and yeah. Well, and I offered, like, what I'm offering is if someone wants these items, I'm currently washing and drying. Um, my next step is, and as a person with ADHD, you need to recognize what kind of work I'm putting into this cause. As I'm getting ready to iron them, and mind you, they're gonna go on wire hangers because I would love to get rid of all of the fucking wire hangers I have in my house. Um, but I'm gonna press them and donate them ready to take off the coat hanger and and wear. I don't even mind people, like, being like, well, can I look through this? Yeah, look through it. Make sure I'm not being a shit human being. And part of the reason is where the this huge pile of clothes of unknown desire, because I've been taking because I have to replace some of like my this T-shirt that I'm wearing today has is reaching the end of its usability as a shirt. It will not get donated. It will get shredded and used as cleaning rags. Because goodness knows I need those. Um, but I'm taking some of Husband Creature's shirts that are just too small for him, and they are becoming my new uh, home improvement, not at work shirts. Um, and I'm not giving everything away, but I'm not about to be wearing his dress shirts because they're full length. They are full length sleeves, which unless they're very baggy arms, the answer is no. I don't like full length sleeves. 3/4 sleeves, I'm fantastic with. Half sleeves, yep. T-shirts, I can do it. But full length sleeves, fuck that noise. I do not like them. Even my sweaters, like I push my sweaters up so that they are at 3/4. Yeah, and that's the frustrating bit is when I donate stuff, I only donate stuff that feasibly can be used. Anything that's broken, I I throw out. Like if it's torn, like I have a few t-shirts that just their armpits just are just shredded. Why? I don't know. I don't do armpit stuff. But I just it's so frustrating. But at the same time, like it's the reason like I don't want to donate to Salvation Army or Goodwill. Um, they and I'm a major hypocrite because I do shop there. Um, Goodwill does underpays its workers with disabilities, which is very frustrating. Um, Mostly because they get all of their product donated for free. So, but they underpay their workers, and their CEO takes home a very mighty paycheck. And Salvation Army does a lot of good things, but at the same time, they are based in a whole lot of hate, and it frustrates me. Mm-hmm. What? I'm very confused. How did I mess this up? Oh, that's how. Because I wasn't paying attention. I got in the pattern zone. But it's still at the point where it's the halvesies, so it's relatively easy to fix. They are. They very much are. They have. I've gotten to know the workers at the local one that I'm at, and they're nice people. Like I wish I wish things weren't so like perceived. Like I don't know how to handle it. Like it's a weird thing to try to balance because everybody has bills to pay, and sometimes, and I'm recognizing this more and more in American society, is sometimes in order to pay the bills and to stay alive, you gotta sacrifice some of yourself. And if you can hold to your morals and still and say no to a job, then you have some privilege going on. Well, hello. haven't even decided what July's present's gonna be yet. So I haven't written it down yet. I'll Sume, you trapped me. So legit, I'm thinking that I might not the one that's pictured. I don't even know if you guys can see it in the back, but my owl, the owl that I made, I'm thinking that I'm gonna make a one that's more colored like a barn owl, and I'm gonna do that for July's presents because I got nothing. If you have ideas, please toss them my way. I did print out all the shipping labels today, save for the one going to Australia. That one hasn't been printed out yet, but it wasn't as painful as I thought it was going to be. I just don't have it packaged yet, so I was like, nah, I won't print the label out. Let's see. Ugh. And Sume hasn't seen the barn owl. And that's the rough thing, is like, I understand like the feel good feelings you get from you want a wolf. I have yet to find a pattern for a wolf that meets my standards. I know that sounds awful. It sounds so awful, but I've yet to find a canine pattern that meets my standards. I've been looking. Trust me, I have been looking because I'm like, oh. Okay, so I'm gonna do a barn owl unless Sume wins, and then I'm gonna do a wolf, or I might do both. I don't know. If I can find a wolf that meets my standards, that's the hard part. It has to meet my standards. It's either gonna be a wolf or a barn owl. How's that sound? And feel free to DM me any wolf patterns you guys might find, because even if it's paid, I just got paid today, so if it's one I approve of and it's a paid pattern, that's fine. I even paid enough of my bills that I'm pretty damn proud of myself. Oh, that's right. I still have a couple more bills I gotta send money to. I saw. That caterpillar pattern is a little much for me. Um, I my sea serpent my sea serpent pattern was about as big as I'm really willing to go, and that sea serpent is not dainty. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about, he's on my webpage under finished products. All of my all of my crocheted things that will be on tables at craft fairs are in my finished products, save for a couple of things, which I need to take pictures of and get out there. But I I can't. I do stuff like that, so yeah. It not as much recently because life has been crazy, but I keep people in my address book so that like I can be like, oh hey, this made me I thought of you and here, have this. Like I've done that. I've legitimately done that. Or hey, you said you needed this. I'll have to look closer because well, I try right now up here in my area, the plushie market is just saturated. Because and not to snub on the plushies because don't get me wrong, I love them. I have a cow, but the plushie market is a little oversaturated up here. I like sticking to my dragons because they're wire framed. They're a little different than plushies. They're not. They're a little higher end. Um. So that yeah. So there's that me being kind of a dick. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be. I don't mean to be a dick. Yes. Yes. Let me see if I can find. Let me see if I can reach my cow. Can I reach my cow? I cannot reach my cow right now. I'm sorry. Um. Yeah. My cow is very very far away from me. But they are the cuddle toys. Like I've made a couple and I have them, but they're what am I doing? I have no idea what I'm doing. Okay. Mm. Sounds like a plan, Dragon. Sounds like a plan. I'm gonna look at my Etsy and my Ravelry um carts to see because I added a ton in there. Um and I also work with acrylic yarn more than plushy yarn. Like dragon is getting a rarity. Like much like I don't like working with plushy yarn at all. Um, nope. But the fairy dragon from fairy dragon from 2 months ago from May, um, is made out of plushie, but it has wires in it, so it's not all plushie. Woohoo! We're almost done this section. I call what I make desk guardians because they're pretty princesses. Sume, how is the college thing going? Okay, there's that. Woo! I remember the summer semesters. I actually I liked them and I hated them all at the same time. So my break today will be at 11. I'll be having a 5-10 minute break, and in that break, I'm gonna I'm gonna tape tape the shipping labels on all my boxes, and hopefully the mail truck hasn't come by at that time. But if it has, I'll just drop it off at the mailbox a little early. I'll leave a little early for work and go to the drop box. Let's see if he's gone by yet, because I have cameras. Oh, he's already gone by. Okay, so today I get to leave a little early and go drop stuff off. Okay, so we're moving down this way. We're moving on up. Okay. Another line of 20. I was doing lines of 10, but because of because of the nature of this particular area, I stretched it out to 20. So also from this point forward, other than maybe presents, I'm not diving it. I can't even say that. I can't say that. I can't make that promise because there are so many that I want to try. But I'm gonna try to finish my unicorn that I started. That I have 3 legs started, and I need to get the 4th leg done, and the rest of the unicorn. I started it and I was like, nah, I want to do something else, but I want to get it all done. Um, but I'm trying to get the works in progress that I'm almost done. I'm trying to get those off my table so that I can have table room to do more things. Let's see, that's 2. Another set of 2. Because the fair I'm going to in July is called the Magical Fair. Like, it is literally my slice of product, with the fantasy creatures and the sparkles and the dragons, and it is literally my exact market that it's calling in. You're fine. So I'm hoping I do well at that market. 3, and then 1, 2, 3 more. I don't suspect that I'll sell my big ones. I would be pleasantly surprised if I did. But they are called showstoppers for a reason. They're my attractors. Oops. That is not what we want. Three, and then 1. Hmm. Mhm. Okey-doke. I'm glad that this section is just, I think, let's see. There's this section that I'm working on, and then I got another stretch of 20, and then I'll be at the end of the page. So we'll see we'll see the border of the page today. Pretty sure we won't see the bottom, but we'll see the side. But that's what I like about having borders. And unfortunately, in this row, we do not even start to see even the top of his head. The first one. So he doesn't actually start showing up till the second row. But his panthers show up in the I think his panthers show up in the first row. I think in here the tails start to show up, like the as awful as it sounds, the more I look at the finished picture, the more detail I see. And it's a really intriguing piece of art. I will die on the hill that it is a grand statement piece and a character judge, because again, people are going to see this when it's all finished and they're going to have one of two reactions: oh, that's cool, or they're going to look at it, be uncomfortable, and not say a damn thing, or say all the things. Or there's always the double take. I wish I could have this entered. I would probably have to do like what I do on the intros, have the smiley face roll around. I would probably have to have a censor bar or something if I wanted to put it in any sort of fair here. I can't wait to like just the width, like how wide. Like I like where I am. Being on page 3, I'm not like crammed up in the corner, like just off screen. I'll show you. I have a filing cabinet like right next to me. So being over just a smidge helps a lot. hopefully by the time I get to the second row, I will be up in my new streaming area, which has open ends on both sides, because it's seriously just going to be the streaming area. I'm not the at least the area. It's not going to be like streaming and craft. It might be craft storage, but that'll all be in. I'm glad that I'm able to keep your brain calm. At least someone's brain is calm. Well, mine's not. Mine's just busy. Like, I'm not over. I generally don't have like a whole lot of excitement going on in my brain. Um, it's just busy. But yeah, my new streaming area is going to be like just for streaming and and whatnot. Like, I will be working, and after that's done, I'll be working on the area that's actually going to be my craft area. Like, I'm planning on a big old stainless steel sink for my dye works, um, and more storage, and like intentionally having an area for my diamond dot beads to sit, having the sink area for all my tie dye, um, diamond beads and beads in general, like my beading, and then have a whole nother area for my yarn and embroidery floss. And then, see, I don't know where paint falls in. Like I think maybe the painting can also go in with the tie dye, but the stream area will have storage because that's a great storage area. Like the knee walls have some amazing storage capabilities. Woo, meds and food. My meds are just. I was a little early, like I took them around 8 today, so they're just starting to touch down right now. So mhm. I had coffee, so that's left an interesting flavor in my mouth. But I have a cold drink that I can well, room temperature. But I'm asking all of my friends for good juju for my build up the good juju for my market so that I sell some stuff so I can make more stuff. Not that it's going to stop me from making more stuff, but I start donating stuff to the bingo prizes when I'm like, nope, this needs to. I can't sell this. I but they seem to love it at work. So. Ooh, yeah. I've been trying more and more when I get home to not get into bigger projects, if like especially if I have stream the next day or whatnot, so that like I can. I've tried to start my go to sleep process a little earlier than I normally do. Um, I mean, it's been helping a little bit. I still sleep weird. Okay. Okay. Do the last block that we'll be focusing on until this page area is done. I'll tell you guys when I actually hit the page, but I'm going to the end of the 10 block, so I could very easily just do this color all the way across to the end, but I'm not going to because I like the page format that I have. Skip 1 and 2. But with the border, I could very easily go all the way around. So that's that. And with the 2 stitches I'm working on now will be where right here is where the page ends, like right there is where the page ends. So, but I'm not gonna. I'm going to the 10 block. The 10 line is easier. Have a good night, Hatchamom. Thank you for your time. Thank you for visiting. My phone is ringing. I'm just gonna stare at it. The number looks familiar, but I lost where I was going. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. That's the page. So, and then we got that one. Okay, and then this one, and then that is the group of 20. And that's our this is our stop. That's our stop for the page. So, woohoo! Let's see. Did they leave a voicemail? See, this is why I love the internet, is I can look it up and see if it's anyone that I actually want to talk to, or if it's just spam. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like it's a scam number. I have so my notification sound is the loon call, which and like I like the call of the loon. Like if you've never heard what a loon sounds like, look it up. It is totally worth it. It's a very short call, but it's also it's silly like the red-winged blackbird call. Like it like the conquerari of the red-winged blackbird. It's very similar field of audio for me. And my ringtone is very gentle. So it's not, except for husband creature has his own personal notification sound. It's actually because it makes me smile, and husband creature makes me smile. So it's the quack sound that I have, like the on the release the quacking. That's the sound that husband creature has. Okay, we have reached the span of our page for today. We've reached as wide as it's gonna go. See, there we go. Now I have two more lines to finish out what I'm gonna work on this color, but it's a start. In the words of Sean, the midlife stockman, it's not perfect, but it's better. Okay. This is another set of just all twos. Mm-hmm. Doopy doo. Sorry, I realized that I went silent there. I got into the zone. The crafting zone. I'm glad that I got my car fixed. That is one thing that's been weighing on my mind is I got my car fixed. I got I got my car inspected, which I'm really hoping they do. Like I understand. Like I'm the kind of person where if something's wrong with my car, I will absolutely get it looked at, and if I'm worried, I'll get it looked at. But having a yearly inspection when they're not taking care of any of the infrastructure, like that's kind of frustrating. Um, Mama's the snack machine. I'm trying to mentally plot out July, cause goodness knows August is insane. But but so far, right now, it's looking like the 2 weeks that I lifeguard in August, I'll just have my stream later on in the day. It's looking like I will be able to have vacation. Um, which is nice. So being able to just push it back and I had a Jimmy Dean's meat breakfast bowl. Well, so the 2 weeks in August, it's probably gonna go back to how it was when I had the 8 to 5 job. It's probably gonna be 8 to 10, um, at night, not in the morning, because gives me time to get home. Because I lifeguard from 10 to 4, so it'll probably be more in the evening for those 2 weeks. I get it. I'm hoping this year that the adult program actually utilizes the swimming, because so the kids program they're all gone by like 2. So from like 2 to 3, I got nothing going on, and I just it's weird because I feel bad because I sit out there and I do crafty things. Okay, we are on the last row of 791 for this particular chunk. 791 is also a grape color, so there I'm gonna see if I can reach the other areas off of the page we just finished, and if I can, I'm gonna do that area. But I know there's some in the lower corner here, the lower right-hand corner where there's absolutely nothing right now, that I will have to wait for. Doobie-doo. But when we were talking about my lifeguarding, my boss was like, "You have a lot of vacation time." I'm like, "I know. I have a month of vacation time right now, over a month. Um, and I don't generally utilize it because we don't have enough people for me to do things like take a vacation, and I'm not going to burden. And I know it's not my responsibility, but I'm very routine, so it takes a lot of time to build up for me to get to the point where I'm like, nope, full stop." Ooh. Well, I'm wishing her luck. Okay, so we have finished the first section of color. This is the page border. This is our parameters of working. Let me see if I can reach any of the other 791. Let's see if I want to risk reaching the other areas of 791. And the answer is no. No, I do not. Okay, so the color is not done, but what we can reach is done for today. Now I get to pick another color, which I'm not sure which one I'm gonna do. Oh, my goodness. Because I need to bobbin up 791. Like I'm using the last bit of the first bobbin that was on there. The 790s are colors that I use a lot of in the dark blues and purples and whatnot. So. Okay, let's see what's going on. And that's fair. Okay. Go back to the top. We got 336. I mean, 336 is not a bad one. That's another dark blue. 699. Leaf outline, like all these. Let me see if I can. 699 would outline the leaves that these vines are attached to. Let's see. 890 fills in a lot of those leaves. And then there's my nemesis, 939. Let's see how much of that there is. And if I want to have a conversation with it. No, I really don't want to have a conversation with it right now. So I'm going to go over into my next subject of colors and see if there's any that's calling my name today. I'm just kind of looking for a flowy color. And sometimes that can be hard to find. That's certainly an interesting color once I can get to it. Oh, 790s. Let's see what we got for the 790s. No, I can't reach all of that. I can't reach all. That's the tough part about starting a page, is I can't reach all of the colors that might be fun to do. That one's a last resort. That one would give me reach. Okay. That one's just a hot mess. That one would give me reach too. I don't have that one right now. I'm torn. I think I'm gonna stick with a block color today. 336. It's the bottom part of the frame. Nice. That's what I do. Like, so one of my coworkers makes enamel rings. And I was like, can you make me a ring? He's like, I can make you a set if you want. So I'm like, okay, so just what do I owe you so I can toss him on? He's like, how about you make me this? And I'm like, deal. Because honestly, I prefer to barter. And especially with friends and coworkers, I prefer to barter. It makes me feel a lot less uncomfortable. Really? I have to find 336. It wandered off. Oh my goodness. So, 336, more dark blue. Ah, my goodness. You're fine, pig. So this one is a little bit more blocky, so I'll just be doing blocks of, be doing the bottom part of the blocks of 10. Well, again, I like to barter. So random strangers on the internet, not so much of a fan. Friends and family, definitely barter is the preferred method. Okay. Go back over here. Go back over here. Oh my goodness. Guys, lay down. You're fine. Couche. Couche. Okay, there's that. I have to pay. I have to pay attention in the beginning because they all. It's a good way. It's a good way to exist. One, two, three of two. And then skip one and one. Okay, that's my first stop. Mm-hmm. It's quasi block color. That's oh. I'm gonna have to zoom in. I'm gonna have to zoom in so I can hit the buttons right. Okay, and then this one goes all the way across. Like I said, quasi block color. Some of the rows have holes, some of them don't. I need to fix my cross stitch arms so I can do my smaller projects downstairs. I need to redo the feet with screws instead of nails because the nails keep getting knocked out. One and two. Skip one and two. Mm-hmm. Skip one and two. Mm-hmm. Crazy loons. So, honestly, TikTok is probably your best setup for crochet ideas or for crochet. And depending on like what, because I use, I'll hop on voice chat after and I'll show you. I'll talk about like the kind of setup that I have going on. It's my setup's kind of big, but I do have ways to make it smaller. Um, if you are interested, because I play with stuff. I play with stuff and things. And I know what it's like to have zero budget and destructive things in your house. I can't stream crochet because I have to crochet like a T-Rex. Um a lot of the crocheters I see on TikTok can actually take their arms away from their body without having like stability earthquakes. And I can't. So that's why like if you ever see me like the one time I was on TikTok, I was actually crocheting and I was sitting back and you could see what I was doing, but it was kind of like a just like a casual chat situation because I can't even as I'm cross stitching, my elbows are right up against my body because if I extend my arms out, I start to shake really bad. I have seen that people like to watch the fast crochet. Unless you're doing a tutorial, you don't really need to go slow. But yeah, it's generally it's set up for like the ASMR where you have the focus of the project. That's one of the things that I've battled with is I could make my cross stitch screen bigger and just make my screen smaller. But I also talk a lot, which sometimes can ruin the ASMR experience. Mind you, you could always mute me and watch my hands go, but like maybe I overthink things too much. Well, I know I overthink things, but part of the territory. fighting with the string. Okay, there's that. Five, three, four, five. Okie doke. No, guys. Other- We've almost hit 300 stitches. And I'm still taking a short break at 11. Oop. I'm gonna go down and get my labels that I printed up. I'm gonna put them on the boxes so that three of the four presents will leave my house today. I know tomorrow's a holiday for the U.S., so probably not much will happen until next week. But I need to get them all out of the house. I need to complete that process. It's 4. 6. Mhm. Do, do, do. That's 2 less life that should be. And skip 1 and 3. Skip 1 and 3. Perfect! Yay! I can count. Okay. 1 out of 3. Skip 1. And believe it or not, Dragon, you say you crochet fast. I cross stitch fast. I know people. I, I know people who don't do it are like, this is fast. Yes, the rate I cross stitch is actually very, very fast. I had someone go, "You're doing 2 of those. You're doing 2 heaven and earth designs." I'm like, "Yeah, I work on each one about 6 hours a week." Almost done. Another 10 block. That's damn good. Go you. That's really good. You should do speed competitions. Speed crochet. And as I say this, there are probably competitions that exist out there exactly like that. And if they're not, it's a great idea. You should do it. It's kind of like baking contests at county fairs. Everybody, like, legit, most everybody entering those contests makes some great food, but nothing like getting them all together and making them compete. It's like the cooking shows. It's like I am very sure that every last person, save for like the niche shows that specify that these people could suck, everybody on those cooking shows is a good cook. Speed knitting. Dun dun dun. Well, it's just like it's like the competitive cross stitch. Like it's not the same aspect of like speed crocheting, but when I enter these into a fair against other cross stitches, I'm competing. It's like the time doesn't matter because I don't think speed cross stitch would be a rough one. Um, but yeah, I could totally see speed crochet happening. Whew, that whew, that is impressive. So I'm gonna finish this block of 10, and then I'm gonna do my burb, my my break. Oops, I'll just get it on the way. I missed the stitch at the very end, so I'll just get it when I go out with this other line. That's just that's some stitching going on. Wow. So I'm waiting for it to come out. There is a crochet book that I will be purchasing called Brochet, um, because they are doing patterns that are weapons. and I find them hilarious. So I'm going to be supporting Brochet, and as soon as their book comes out, I will be purchasing it. Oh, yeah, it's so funny. Yeah, he has a book coming out. I think a little later this month. I could be wrong. It could already be out, honestly. I know when I learned about the book, it had not come out yet. So, yeah, that's understandable. Okay, so I have finished the second block of 10 and 336. It is 11 a.m. I'm going to take 5-10 minute break to go get my shipping labels, let the dogs use the outside for a little bit. So I'll be back in about 5 or 10 minutes. I'll make some noise when I come back. But have fun. Woohoo! And I'm back from my break, and my dogs are destroying things with their tails of doom. Oh my goodness. So, I got all my labels printed. The 2 books and the fairy dragon will be going out today. So keep an eye out for those. I have not done the skeleton dragon yet. I haven't gotten that far down my thing. Ads are starting in a few seconds, so that's always fun. And thank you for posting it in crafts, because everybody needs to indulge in bro stitch or brochet. Okay, so 6. 1, 2. 6. Skip 1 and 2. Okay, that's our next block of 10. Does Jules have her ears on in here? Because she'll giggle if she has her ears on. Yep. So for the US, I use the flat rate boxes. But when I have to ship internationally, it's cheaper to use my own box. So the box that you are getting, I marked it off so there's no writing on the outside, but underneath the Sharpie that is on the box that you will be receiving, underneath that Sharpie, it says teaspoons. So I'm sending you a box of spoons. But yeah, the shipping internationally is expensive. Don't get me wrong, but it's cheaper when you use your own box. So I had a box of spoons from work, and they're perfect little boxes. They are perfect boxes. So Jules is getting a box of spoons. I can just see you. You'll be giggling in your and everybody around you'll be like, "What is so funny?" It's our little secret. The Sharpie spoons. Okay, apparently I fell short on the row above this one. So I'm gonna unshorten the row. I got distracted. Okay, so then there's the row that I'm on. Skip one and two. Counted wrong somewhere. Okay, so let's see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. I counted wrong. A little place. I'll be so upset if those power people come back and knock my power out again. Okay, so we're gonna stick with this. This is now the correct spacing. We'll deal with that mistake. Oh, it's just the neighbors mowing the lawn, which needs to get done at my house. Let's see. I have this much thread left. Let's see if I can thread chicken 2 stitches. I can. I think I can. I think I can. I did it. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out where I stand in my little miscounting, but I think I figured it out. I'm just gonna proceed as normal, ish, as normal as I can. Oh geez, I hope you were not woken up because the spoons joke could have waited. My stream is not more important than sleep. Okay. One, two. Oh, skip on until the end. Skip on. I don't know how much I like hearing the weed whacker from the next door neighbors. Because I openly admit, I I do need to let's see, we just did that line. I do need to do some landscaping. Keep on until the end. But I don't trust hearing the weed whacker, so oh. So I'm looking at the time. I'm taking my own internal spoon measurement, and I think I'm getting done. I'm getting done at a good stopping point. So I think I might call it a little early today. Um, hmm. I don't know if it was nationwide or just New England, but we at one point in time had an indoor. It was kind of like more athletic Chuck E. Cheese, where it was a 3-story playhouse where there was like nets and trampolines, but it was all caged in like steel cage, um, like with different rooms and different activities, and it was kind of like a maze, but it was all see through. It was called Joker's Family Fun and Games, and I loved it because they also let adults in to their big uh, warehouse. Like it was like Legends of the Hidden Temples for adults and kids. You just had the adults. You just had to be careful with the kids, and they had a littles area where like it was much smaller for the little kids, but they had a three story jungle gym essentially, and I loved it. Yes, yes, I saw that, and I am pleased, and I support anything you guys want to do. I just I need to sit. I need to take time, and life needs to leave me alone. Like, yeah, I know. Good luck with that, right? So that I can sit back and assess some some things that I can contribute. Like I truly want people to be able to like filter what they want to see. A lot like Squirrel Station. Like, not if that brings up any bad memories, but they have a really good, they have a good filter thing going on. Um, enough. The mowers being outside really bother her. Okay, so I just got a chunk of chunk done. So started off today at let me find my stance. Started out today at 3.53%. July's goal is 4%. We are now at 3.61. Um, got 367 stitches done, which is really good. And we can see the full border of page 3. And I have to yell at my dogs because they are being insane. Um, oh, I think they woke husband creature up. So, I love y'all. Drink your water. Take your meds. Be kind to yourself without harming others. Be kind to others without harming yourself. And I'm gonna go try to rescue my